All right, welcome once again to Sinbin Stream. Hope you enjoyed Montreal beating Toronto. Now we have the Vegas Golden Knights at Anaheim Ducks. Ducks in their orange. I can't really find an orange to match. It seems way too bright. And, whoops. All right, audio's good. Pardon the interruption there. All right. Well, again, I don't know. I'll have to look around, see if I can find a better color of orange because that just does not seem to be the right one. And my usual website, I guess, doesn't have a scheme for the Golden Knights. It doesn't seem right because it's always teamcolorcodes.com. And for some reason, I guess they don't have it for... Oh, wait, maybe they do. Yeah, theirs looks terrible. It's like way too pale. Like this is too bright and theirs... I guess I could try theirs again. It just does not look right. Yeah, that orange looks way too faded, but let me see what it looks like once I... Come on. I don't know. Let me know what you think, because I think it's way too pale. All right, what's going on with the Vegas feed? Are we crapping out? The screen is blank. I guess we can go with that one. It seems too faint or faded, but it's better than that bright one, I guess. All right, well, I don't know. The Vegas feed seems to have crapped out, so I think I'm going to have to go to the Ducks feed. Hey, Star Strider, welcome. Oh, now I completely got out of ESPN. Great. All right, we'll just go with the Ducks. I'm not going to listen to their dumb color commentator anyways, but I'm having trouble with the Vegas feed for some reason. Whoops. Oh, shoot. I forgot to fix the live chat. I got to do that right now. Dang it. Oh, I totally forgot. And I got to get the feed going. All right, we'll just watch the Ducks feed as much as I don't want to because the Vegas feed seemed to just disappear for some reason. All right, I am working on fixing the... One second. Yeah, see, I think this orange is too faded. Maybe I should go with that bright one. Sorry, I had to go to a blank screen to get the chat to work. All right, we are underway now. And, yep, chats are working. I'll catch up in a minute. Under 1950 to go. Puck is steered aside. Ducks are going left to right. That is Dostal in net for the Ducks and Schmid for the Golden Knights. 19 and a half to go. Puck is in the far corner. Nobody can dig it out. Back to the blue line. Shot is wide. Into the far corner. Saad picks it up. Sends one. That looks like that was saved. What's the shots? No shots on goal yet. So we approach 19 minutes to go in the first period. Both teams getting line changes and pass between the defensemen in Vegas' own end. Vegas in white going right to left. Ducks in orange going left to right. Pass to the far side. Ducks trying to dump it in. They're going to have to tag up. And they retreat to their own end. Hellison off the near boards. Carlson with the puck. Sends a pass to the far boards. Far circle. Near circle shot, and that was high and ripped around to the near side and into the crowd at 18:25. No shots on goal. Yeah, I don't know. I just cannot find an orange that really looks like their uniforms. Ducks have several old Rangers players interested to see this matchup and see how they play against Vegas, whom they know well. Yeah, gotcha. Thanks, Star Strider. We'll have the Stars on Tuesday. That's the only game that night against the Oilers in Edmonton. Or maybe it's Edmonton at Dallas. I got to look it up. Hurdle gets the draw. They get it to the far side. Hurdle has it and passes to the near side. They keep it in. Far circle shot, I think, was blocked. Might have been Marner on the shot or dumped in by the Ducks to the far corner. Still no shots on goal. Under 8. Whoops, forgot to start the clock. My bad. Under 18 to go. Hurdle to the far corner. Knights with the puck. Finally out of their own end, off a stick, and turned over to the Ducks. They dump it in. Sent to behind the net. And Ducks retreat in their own end. Dump it in. Turned it over. Battle in the near boards and out to the red line. Dump back in by Gudis. Now the Knights have it over the blue line and turned over to the Ducks. Mintyukov. Gudis has it now. Under 17 to go. Still 1-0 shots on goal according to NHL.com. And we got a whistle. Again, Schmid, 9-1-2. His record, 233 goals against, 905 save percentage. And Dostal, 10-5-1, 281 goals against average, save percentage, 904. They don't mention shutouts for either. 16:52 to go. 1-0 shots on goal, Vegas. Center ice draw. Won by Vegas and dumped in to the near corner. Picked up, taken behind the net by Zellweger. They send it down, and it's icing on the Ducks at 16:42. Yeah, all I got is the Vegas hat for either of these teams. Right over here. Excuse me. Let's see. No, he's not on the draw. They were just pointing out Zellweger. Still waiting on the linesman. Puck, face-off one. Back to the blue line. Near corner. Cross ice. Shot. And a goal for the Knights. Don't know if it was the blue line bomb. I think it was by Theodore. I don't think it was deflected in. Looks like they're giving this to Theodore at 16:35. Face off back to the blue line. Sent to the near corner. Back to the blue line and a wrister beat Dostal blocker side high just under the bar. Well, yeah, about halfway up. I don't know if it got tipped or not. He must have been screened. If it was tipped, it was Bowman, but I don't think it was tipped. Face-off won by Vegas. Theodore from Eichel. Theodore's third goal. Dumped in by the Ducks. Schmid tips it, and Vegas can't get it out. It comes right free and now into the near circle. Back to the blue line. To the far circle. Blue line sent in. Blocked to the far corner. Blue line shot blocked over the glass and off the netting at 15:56. So 1-0 Theodore on that blue line bomb. Yeah, blocked shot on that. Hutton got that last block shot. I think Gauthier shot it. All right. Hurdle got kicked out of the draw for Vegas. Marner steps in for Vegas. Face off. Ducks control. Shot. Schmid save at 15:51. Might be our first Ducks shot on goal. Well, we'll see. Yeah, it was deflected. The linesman was hanging on to Marner after he slipped. All right, they missed the draw. We're going the other way. Dumped in by Vegas. It is 2-1 shots on goal. NHL.com seems to have frozen. Glove save by Dostal at 15:36. And it's 3-1 shots on goal, Vegas. Now NHL.com unfroze itself. Still Theodore's third from Eichel at 3:25. It's Vegas Golden Knights. They don't put Las Vegas. And welcome back, Piggy Wiggly. Hello, Rhonda. Rooting for the Knights. Yeah, Anaheim Ducks, as in formerly known as Mighty Ducks of Anaheim and Anaheim Mighty Ducks, and finally just Anaheim Ducks. Another goal, just centered and tipped in by the Knights. Sorry, I thought we were having a replay for a second. And we were talking about the Knights. It's 2-0 Knights. They are, looks like this might be Bowman's goal. We had the behind the net cam, which I can't stand. Behind Dostal. Centered, and then, yeah, backhander by Bowman. He had two cracks at it. Forehand, rebound, and then he just slipped it in. Backhand, glove side of Dostal off the rebound. And we are back underway. 2-0, 15:18 now to go. And battle for the puck. And let's see. Over the red line, dumped in by the Knights. Behind the net. Puck comes to the near boards. Now back in the far corner. Sissons is there. Gauthier tried to get it out. Seneca couldn't get it out. Ducks retreat into the near corner. Now behind the net. Seneca looking. Gets it to Gauthier, who passes over the red line. Drop pass. Far circle shot. I guess it was wide to Schmid. Into the near corner. Seneca in the slot. Passes. Shot. That is wide by Carlson. Smith sends it. And Brendan Saad carries it over the red line into the blue line. Centering pass gets off the far boards, and that is Gudis there for Anaheim and their defense. Sent to center ice. Pass in the far circle. Shot gets wide of Schmid again as we have 14 minutes remaining in the opening period. 2-0 Vegas. 2 goals on 4 shots. Only 1 shot for Anaheim. They pass it off the far boards. Vegas finishing a line change. Pass. Marner has it. And he'll regroup in his own end. And pass. Hurdle over the blue line. Near circle. Near corner. Centering pass. Marner has to send it right back around The net to the near boards. Blocked into the near corner. Centering pass. That is blocked by the Ducks. Nice block shot by Mintyukov. And Ducks pass it to center ice. Killorn with it. He dumps it in. Sent behind the net. Centering pass gets deflected into the far circle. Marner gets it out, I believe. And Ducks regroup in their own end. Under 13 minutes to go, opening period. Strome centers it. And now the Ducks finally get it out to the red line and dump it in. And taken behind his own net, that is Hanifin. The Knights over the red line, into the O-zone, to the far circle, picked up by Gauthier. Up ahead, Seneca by himself, whiffed on the shot, though. Might have been a good defensive play by the Knights. Still has the puck, centers it. Oh, a goal off a ripper, a rocket from Lacombe, and it's suddenly 2-1. Ducks cut the lead in half. Lacombe off a nice pass by Seneca, and finally the Ducks get on the board, 2-1. Yeah, Seneca came all alone, kept with it, near circle to far circle, and centered it up for Lacombe, and Schmid got beat blocker side high. Actually, that might have gone under his right pad, or maybe that was actually a pretty low shot. No, it ended up rising. I don't know. Maybe it got deflected. So Theodore and Bowman, and they did credit Lacombe. I thought maybe it was deflected in. Maybe that's why it went higher. 12:10 to go, opening period. 2-1 Vegas. Shot in the far circle is blocked. Vegas trying to get it out of their own end. They do. Up ahead. Far circle shot is blocked. Trouba tries to get it out. Picked up and carried out by Terry. Terry to the far circle. Shot and another goal. We're tied at 2. Good gravy. High percentage shots. Zellweger ties it up on a pass from, I forgot already. Was it Trouba? I can't remember. So Lacombe brings them to 2-1, and now Ducks even it up. Blast beat Schmid high to the glove side, to the far post. Theodore couldn't block it, and Schmid really couldn't get a good look at it. It was a heck of a shot, though. That is Zellweger from Terry and Trouba. That's right, Terry and Trouba. 2-2, 5-3 shots on goal. 11.5 to, or almost now 11.5 to go, opening period. Puck is in the far corner. Knights try to get it out of their own end and finally do. Red line taken over by Gudis to Killorn. Killorn for the Ducks loses it. Knights get it out of their own end, but Gudis sends it right back up for the Ducks. Killorn with the puck. Killorn sends it to the near circle. Sent around by Strome to the far side. Mintyukov sends it to the near corner. Now finally Saad gets it out of there for the Knights. All alone into the crease, and a nice save, and the Ducks dislodge the net. Where's the whistle? They let play continue for a while. I'm like, the Ducks knocked their own net off the moorings, and they let them go for a little bit. So 2-2, and we just got to the first media timeout, I believe. Not a ton of shots. 6-3 shots on goal. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Whew. Man, I got to find a better orange color for the Ducks, though. That just still doesn't look right. Okay, were we behind? Because that was a very quick commercial. That was Marner who tried to do that fancy. Yeah, man, that was a really quick break. I'm wondering if we were behind a little or something. All right, under 10.5 to go. Into the far corner. And behind the net for Vegas. Hurdle sends it up. They get it up the near boards, down the length of the ice. Touched up by Dostal, and he sends it to the around the far boards and out. Tracked down by Vegas. It's White Cloud in the far circle. To the near side for Hannafin. Centering pass in the near circle to the far circle. Couldn't get the shot down. Ducks countering from the far boards. Send it behind the net into the near corner. And out of their own end. Barbashev. Far circle. Off the far boards. Ducks have it. Under 9.5 to go opening. And they took a shot away from Vegas. It's 5-3 now. And Ducks, I think, delaying because they're getting a line change. They carry it in, but the Knights get it off the near boards and out. Sent up the far boards and I think into the crowd at 9:04. Now we might get the under 10 media timeout after just having the under 14. Man, Knights had another good chance there. I think Barbashev couldn't get it in. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Hey, Rhonda. Yeah, they removed the Mighty. Oh, yeah. Hey, Janias. The Oilers did. Oh, yeah, I didn't go through the finals. That's right. Oilers 6-3 over Florida. That's right. I did see they were winning. I think that game was on NHL Network, and I don't get NHL Network, so I didn't get to see it. White dots on the diagram. Oh, for Vegas. Gotcha. Yeah, sorry. I see what you're saying. I just noticed that. You're right. Yeah, that would be good. Funny thing is, I used to work for the company that ran the stuff that set those buzzers off. Hello, Taylor, though. Thanks for being here. Okay, it says we're live. That's right. I don't think I got the Wings game either. They won today, didn't they? Yeah, overtime over the Jackets, 4-3. Yeah, I didn't get those are the two games. I didn't get Edmonton or Detroit today. Hey, Derek. Hello. Yeah, so again, I used to work for that company, Stats Inc. became Stats LLC. I think it's Stats Perform now. But yeah, we used to do that data for that. Yeah, 4 goals in quick succession. 2 by the Knights and then 2 by the Ducks. It was nuts. We'll do all the goal visualizers. I can't remember if I've even done one of them. They happened so quick. And then the under 14 timeout was very quick. I'm wondering if my feed was behind. We're still waiting on the linesman for the center ice draw, by the way. They just kicked out a Knight. Sod steps in. Ducks control the puck, and Gudis dumps it in. It's steered aside, taken behind the net by Theodore. Knights couldn't get it out. Excuse me. Sent in behind again by, who is that, McLeod? No, McNabb, sorry. Wrong Mick. Theodore dumps it in to the far corner. And Dostal touches it up, but what's the call here at 8:36? Had they already ruled icing? Or no, we got a penalty. I think we got a Duck penalty. High sticking on 24. Oh, yeah, he got McNabb right across the jaw. That was a good call. So the Knights head to the first power play. That was on Harkins. High sticking of McNabb. So 5-on-4 for Vegas. And Knights keep it in. Marner gets it at the blue line to Eichel. Eichel down low. Back to Eichel in the near circle. Eichel to Marner to the far corner. Hurdle in the near circle. Ducks get a hold of it. Knights keep it in. Eichel cross-ice pass. Marner keeps it in. Eichel near circle down low. Back to the blue line for Eichel. That shot is blocked. And Knights get it back to Eichel again. Eichel to Marner. From the point, deflected on a block shot by the Ducks and out. And Eichel trips, and they send it back to Schmid, who gets it to Eichel. Eichel keeps it. I think the Knights got a couple changes to the far boards. Eichel again. Back to the blue line, into Hurdle in the near circle. Back to the blue line, Theodore. Hurdle. Looking down low. Centering pass blocked. Another centering pass. Hurdle at the blue line. Centering to the far circle. Shot and a save and held on by Dostal at 7:05. Still 2-2. 7-3 shots on goal. Vegas. Let's see. Yeah, they're showing a replay of the last, setup. All right, looks like they got power play unit 2 out there now. Looked like power play unit 1 was getting a break, and they kicked the Knight out of the draw. Or I should say the linesman kicked the Knight out of the draw. Far circle draw. Barbashev battling for it after the draw. Lacombe couldn't get it out. Neither could Trouba. It's still battled in the far board. Now, blocked. Now, finally, the Ducks get it out. I believe Vetrano tried to make the initial clear, and it got knocked down, I think, by Carlson, who finally sent it out. All right, to the far circle, or far side. Smith back to Theodore, and that shot is blocked, I think, into the netting at 6:35. Power play is over, and we head to another media timeout. Wait, I thought we had the under 10. No? All right, 7-3 shots on goal. No, not Budweiser, for stats. Yeah, we provided the data. Yeah, it was a Bud Light product, but we were the ones that, pressed the button or, had somebody scoring the game and signaled that there was a goal. Yeah, that was us. I can't wait. A little. Yeah, so we provided the signal that says that, there was a goal. That was us. Hockey sharp bettors don't cash out until like the last 3 minutes. This game is so rapid paced, you'll never know the results till then, if not after. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was Sport Radar was our comp or is our comp or I'm not with either. Is the competition. Yeah. I think I had some people that were let go by stats that maybe went to Sport Radar as well. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been nice. That was everybody's complaint. Where's our free light? Like, I think we had one just to test with, in the office, and that was it. I don't remember who ended up with. I'm assuming that doesn't exist anymore, but I don't even know. Haven't worked there in I guess 5.5 years now, at least. Yeah, I think it's been 5.5 years. Oh yeah, we'll have to go over the goal visualizers. I keep forgetting. Anaheim has 2 goals on 3 shots. Unbelievable. 2 on 7 shots for Vegas. Still waiting. Finally, the draw, and Gudis has it for the Ducks. He gets it out of their own end. Under 6.5 to go. And we got a whistle immediately at 6:27. Probably Anaheim offsides. All right, let's make sure we're live. I do want to go back to the Golden Knights feed eventually if I can. I don't want to. I'll do it at intermission though. Gudis dumps it in after the win of the draw by the Ducks from the red line. Hurdle tries to get it. They pass it off the near boards. Finally, they get it out. McNabb sends it. Hurdle has it. Pass to the far circle. Marner tries to send it to the slot. Gloved down by Gudis. Back to the blue line. McNabb, I guess, no, he didn't hold it in. Offsides, 5:57 on Vegas. Man, the Anaheim graphics, they make it look like the Ducks have a brick red when they're clearly wearing bright orange. Yeah, I figured. And finally cleared out by the Ducks. Theodore takes it in front of his own net. Ducks counter in their own end. Trouba pass to the red line. Seneca loses the puck. Hurdle has it for the Knights. Pass to, I think, McNabb. Ooh, somebody went down for the Ducks. No penalty, though. And Theodore gets the return pass. Theodore up the ice. Puck will be picked up by Lacombe, the first goal scorer for the Ducks. And he makes a pass to the red line. Gets deflected into the near corner. Taken behind the name by behind the net. Sorry, by Hannafin. Eichel, near circle, cross ice pass. Pass to, oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Sorry, Barbashev, far circle. Eichel off the post. Kept in at the blue line. And puck gets away, but the Knights keep it in. They tried to pass to Barbashev in the slot, and the Ducks knocked it into the far boards. Lacombe gets it to Strome, who cleared it. Schmid touches it up to Hannafin. 4:15 to go in the first. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Sisson sends it around. Battle in the far boards near the faceoff circle. And behind the net, Sissons tried to center it. Ducks pick it up. They get it out of their own end. Up over the red line in the near boards. Near corner. And battle. Finally, the Ducks, Gudis sends one towards the net, and a nice save by Schmid at 3:41. 7-4 shots on goal. And I guess another media timeout. Yeah, that definitely hit. Eichel hit the near post, the right goal post. He had Dostal beat, and it just ringed off the bar. Star Strider, I have Ducks money line. Do you think they can win this? Oh, yeah. I mean, they're the better record, aren't they? And they're at home. 13-7-1, and the Knights are 10-4-6. Wow. Out of the 13 votes, though, 69% think the Knights. But, well, what is the money line? Do they have to win by more than? Were they favored by 1 or 1.5? Obviously not 1, but probably 1.5 or half, I guess. I don't know. I don't have any gambling advice. I'd be too nervous to lose or anxious. All right. Oh, let's check in on the other games. Like I said, I don't know if we went through them all. Rangers and Mammoth tied at 2, 3:08 in the second. Flames up 1-0, 3:20 to go in the first. Coronado is 8th. And that's the 3 games in progress. So, yeah, we'll go through all the finals at the first intermission. I'll just slowly scroll through them. Senators beat the Sharks. That one I don't think I knew. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a look at that at intermission. Prototube. Yeah, nice handle. Said he took the money line. Yeah, it's been 2-2. A lot of goals early. We had 2 goals by the Knights, 3:25, 4:37, then 2 goals by the Ducks, 7:43, 8:17. So Ducks scored in like under a minute, and the Knights scored in just over a minute. All right, face off. They just kicked out a Knight from the draw. That was Howden. Knights win the draw. Theodore sends it up the near boards and out. Ducks have it. Lost it. 2-on-1. Saad's shot is saved by Dostal, and he has to freeze it at 3:27 to go in the first. The logo or just the color scheme, maybe? I just wish it was Vegas Knights. I wish they would have dropped the golden. Or maybe made it Las Vegas Knights. I just think that would... I don't know why he was... Dogfight, yeah. I don't know why they were so insistent on Black Knights and then settled for Golden Knights. I thought just Knights would have been better, but whatever. Sent down the length of the ice by the Knights on net, actually. It's 8-4 shots on goal. Let's see if NHL.com added one. Nope. Well, they're behind, actually. This is the first time I've seen NHL.com be behind consistently. Into the slot area. Finally, the Knights get it off the far boards, or to the far boards. Now behind the net, into the near corner. McNabb flips it to neutral ice. And I guess it was knocked down with a high stick, maybe? I don't think it's a penalty at 2:50. It is 9-4 shots on goal. So I think they did count that one dump in as on that. Carlson, Seneca, Creeder. Nope, now Lacombe. Carlson, Seneca, Lacombe, Hellison, Gauthier for the Ducks. And the Knights tried to send it up the far boards. Ducks dump it in again. Knights counter into the near boards, into the near corner. Lacombe sends it around to the far boards. Pass to the slot. Hurdle sends it wide. He's trying to scoop up the rebound in the far corner. Marner can't. Well, we got a whistle at 2:26. Now we might have a penalty. You can't grab the puck, I guess, when you lose your stick. They called closing hand on puck. So there's a penalty on... I didn't know that was still a penalty. Oh, glove save. Just tipped off the glove for Dostal. Oh, yeah, he had no stick, and he covered the puck and slid the puck, so that's a penalty. Harkins. Well, now they say it's high sticking. No, that's old. Okay, it's Hellison. Took them long enough to put it on the board. Gosh darn it. All right, broken stick, and a shot was wide and kept in by Eichel. Eichel back to the blue line. Shot and goal. It might have been tipped in at 2:01. Knights take the lead. Power play over. Looks like Tomas Hertl got the goal. A shot by Eichel. Big rebound. Ducks couldn't clear it up the near boards. I don't know how Hertl kept it. Eichel kept it in. And then Eichel circled, sent one on net. I don't know if Hertl tipped it or if Eichel got the goal. Let's see what they say. They say Eichel kind of went deflected low off of Hertl, I thought, though. And I think Dostal thought there was goaltender interference, but no dice. As of now, unassisted to Eichel on the power play, but we'll see if they change that to Hertl. Under 2 to go in the opening period, and it's already 3-2 on 11-4 shots. Up the near boards, finally out for the Ducks over the red line into the O-zone. Far circle shot, glove save by, oh my gosh, Schmid. Pardon me. So Eichel sends it, and I'm pretty sure it hit Hertl's glove and went deflected in. I don't know how that's an Eichel goal. We'll see. 1:30 to go. Shots are 11-5 now as Ducks got their first shot on goal in a while. Nightingales? All right, draw, win by Eichel. McNabb sends it back to the far boards, and they clear it to the neutral ice. Ducks dump it in. Knights send it out. Ducks send it in. Ducks are whistled off sides. 1:18. Let me check. Let's see if they changed it. It is Hertl's goal. 9th of the year on the power play. Eichel assist. Yeah, he deflected it in. He was right outside the crease and deflected it by Dostal. Ducks win the draw. Passed it to Seneca, who backhands it into the zone. 1:10 to go in the first. And in the near corner for Vegas. They couldn't get it out. Trouba sent a shot. Big rebound in the far circle. Kept in at the blue line for the Ducks. Far circle. Centering pass. Oh, just gets deflected wide behind the net. Gauthier to the far, to Lacombe in the far corner. Under 40 seconds to go. First period. Now Vegas gets it. They send it out. And to the far circle. Ducks recover. And under 30, they dump it in from the red line. Gets away from Schmid into the near corner. Near circle. Shot blocked by Hannafin behind the net. Centers back to the blue line. And to the blue line again. I think Gudas shot it. Big rebound. Blocked shot. Swatted out of the air and into the near corner. And that's the end of the first period. Wow, what a flurry of action just before the final horn for the first period. I mean, Schmid gave up a big rebound. Ducks couldn't, whack it out of there. And then a Golden Knight just flipped it out of the air with the right hand. That was White Cloud on a nice, I think he hit it twice. and got it to the far boards. That was incredible. All right, 3-2 Ducks. After one, they say 11-6 shots on goal now. We'll get the timer up in a second. Let's check the poll. 15 votes, 60% going for the Vegas Golden Knights, 40%. Actually, 62-38 now. 16 votes for the Knights over the Ducks. Knight and Golds. Hey, Hill Time. Glad to have you here. Well, it's 3-2. They had a nice quick 2 goals. They haven't had a lot of shots on goal, though. Yeah. They do start hot, then they start losing. We will see. Yeah. Well, it hasn't really been Dostal's fault, I don't think. That last one was deflected in. It hit Hurdle's glove and beat Dostal. I think Dostal was thinking he got interfered with at the top of the crease. And hello, Derek. If I didn't say hello earlier, thanks. And yeah, again, hello to Hilltime Sports. All right, let's go through the visualizers. I can't remember if I did any of them. Theodore, number 27. I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing? Thanks for asking. So Theodore at the blue line, and the shot beats Dostal to the blocker side. That was at 3:25. Then Bowman his fourth from Barbashev and White Cloud. Bowman is 42. White Cloud down low to Barbashev. Yeah, Bowman had two attempts at it. Forehand, then a big rebound, and he tucked it in backhand. So maybe it's Dostal's fault for the rebound there. Then the Ducks. Sorry you had a long week. Hope you get some rest. Hope you're ready for your Eagles next game. I think I got to say goodnight to Sinbin Admin. I can't type anymore. My thumbs are too fat. Where were we? Bowman. Yeah, we got Lacomb's goal at 7:43 from Seneca and Gauthier. Hopefully I'm saying those right. So Lacombe is 2. He gets it and blasts it by Schmid, blocker side. Then Zellweger, 8:17 from Terry and Truba. Yes, I'm doing the Packers game tomorrow. Or Vikings at Packers at noon. Yes, I'll put that up. So 51 on the goal. Beat Schmid glove side high. Oh, I got to fix my schedule. I still have this game up there. So that was 2-2. And then on the power play, Hurdle deflects Eichel's goal at 17:59. He was right on the crease. So Eichel circles around and then sends a rocket, and it's knocked by Hurdle and gets past. So that one wasn't Dostal's fault. 2 penalties, both on the Ducks. Harkins high-sticking McNabb, and then Hellison, without his stick, he closed his hand on the puck and then slid it along the ice. And that's the one that cost him the goal, too. All right, I'm going to try to get to the Golden Knights broadcast. I was having trouble earlier. Otherwise, I guess I'll go back to the Ducks. What time? I don't even know. The Eagles play at 3:25? I don't even know. Okay, I did not select Stars Flames. I wasn't even close to Stars Flames ESPN. I'm going to try the Knights broadcast. I wish I could find an orange to match Anaheim's, because every hex code I find for Anaheim is not even close. It just doesn't look right. All right, we'll see how we do with the Knights. Ducks feed was okay, but I like to mix it up. Oh, did I not put the score? Yeah. Exciting first. Oh my gosh, these jackets are awful on the Golden Knights intermission crew. The two guys. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, I said we were going to go through the scores. That's right. Oh, okay. I usually go in at 4, but my boss is letting me go in at 1. Oh, okay. That's cool. All right. Rangers Mammoth now tied at 2. Second intermission. Flames 1. Stars nothing after 1. Coronado is 8th. All right. Here's all the scores. In Detroit, Red Wings 4-3 over the Blue Jackets in overtime. Game winner by DeBrincat is 10th at 150 from Sherratt and Kane. Islanders lose at home to the Blues 2-1. Montreal, as heard on Sinbin Stream, 5-2 over the Maple Loafs in this case, as they were loafing on defense. Panthers lose the Stanley Cup rematch. Oilers 6, Panthers 3. Flyers win at home over the Devils 6-3. That game, they had like 3 quick goals to go up 4-1. It was nuts. I couldn't believe it. So 1-0, 1-1, and then a goal at 16 of the second. Wait. No, I went the wrong way. I forgot after the game it's left to right. So 1-0, 1-1 at 9 minutes of the first. Then 12:06 of the first, 12:15 of the first, so 9 seconds, and 12:32. They had 3 goals in a matter of, 26 seconds? And then in 7 minutes and 16 seconds, and that's 4 goals? That's nuts. So that was the first, and then they scored in the Bobby Brink in the second. Yeah, it was 5-3, and then they got one more at 15:21. All right. Pittsburgh at home lost to the Kraken in overtime 3-2. Montour, defenseman, with your game winner at 4:10 from Gaudreau and Evans. Caps lose at home 5-3 Lightning over the Capitals. Senators won in San Jose 3-2 over the Sharks. Predators in Nashville get blanked by the Avalanche 3-0. Burns, his second of the year. McKinnon 17th. Empty net, and Drury empty net. Empty nets at 18:25 and 19:09. Interesting. All right, that's all the scores. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll cue up some music. Please like and subscribe. If you already did, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Doing one or both does help with growing the channel and helps get YouTube to recommend the channel to other potential viewers. Thank you all for your support. What did I want to say? All right, just a second. All right, we'll see how the Golden Knights feed goes. All right, thanks. We got 11 likes. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, yeah, it fluctuates. I am happy. We got some subs today. Man, that women's game was great today. Kentucky, Louisville. I mean, as far as my audience, it was a great first half, and then Louisville kind of fell apart in the third. They mounted a comeback, but it was too little too late. All right, I'll be right back after a brief break. Thanks, everybody. right, we are back. Let me fade out the music. Nope, I muted it. Gosh darn, I keep doing that. Oh, well, that did not work. All right, now we're good. Oh, yeah, I need to fix my schedule, get rid of that game. Forgot. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll just go back to the Ducks. I don't know what's going on with the Vegas feed. I don't trust them coming in and out of coming in from commercial break for some reason. Nope, I did not select that game. Thanks. We'll go back to the Ducks. I just don't like that color commentator for the Ducks. Who is all right? So 23rd through the 27th, which is what Thanksgiving already. Jeez Louise. All right, Thursday will be Green Bay, Detroit. Oh yeah, 12 noon Central football. Then we're going to go with men's basketball debut. I think it's North Carolina, Michigan State. That game, I think it's 3:30 on Fox following the football. And then we'll wrap up the night with Duke against Arkansas. I forgot Arkansas's abbreviation. Is it well, we got to get ready for the second period. I'll fix that later. Looks like it fit in. All right, let's close that out. Get this off the... And I hit the wrong button. There we go. Just about set for the second period. And we are spinning overhead for some reason. Draw one. And the Knights take it behind their own net, though, and send it up the near boards. Knights are in white, going left to right. Ducks in orange, going right to left. And Knights send it out of their own end, down the length of the ice, and that is going to be icing on Vegas at 1937. 11-6 shots on goal, 3-2 on the scoreboard in favor of Vegas. Near circle draw. And we're still waiting on the linesman. Didn't kick anybody out, but now we finally get the draw. Taken behind the net. Pass to the near boards and over the red line and out. In behind the Ducks net, battle for the puck. Smith was there, but the Ducks, Sod couldn't get it for the Knights. Ducks have it. They skate over the red line, pass blocked into the near circle. Excuse me. Theodore lost it. Ducks have it in the far corner, back to the blue line, shot blocked into the near boards. And we got under 19 to go, second period. At the blue line, Blast blocked into the near corner. Centering pass back. Blast off into the near corner. Ducks in the near circle. Back to the blue line. In the near circle, Zellweger across the ice off the far boards, kept in at the blue line, comes free to the slot, and what a glove save by Schmid as Kreider was right outside the net. And what a save on a glove save. It's like, look what I found. 11, well, TV had 11-8, but I think NHL.com just gets behind. Let's see what they say. Oh, I have no idea on the betting. All right, 18:20 to go. Now, Ducks are still pretty good. They got plenty of time. Shot saved by Dostal. We're going the other way for the Ducks. 12-8 shots on goal, Vegas in the 3-2 lead. Into the near circle, drop pass. Into the near boards. And we have a penalty coming up. Who's getting sent to the sin bin at 17:57? It looks like Gauthier, maybe. Looks like he hooked Dorofeev. Boy, I haven't noticed Dorofeev much at all tonight. All right. Vegas penalty, or Vegas power play after the Ducks penalty was 17:57 in the middle period. Face-off 1, but out of the zone. 1 for 2, 2 shots on the power play for Vegas. Man, the colors that their broadcasts have used for Vegas graphics is just nuts. Clear down the length of the ice for the Ducks. Pardon the whistle. 17:35 to go. Yep, and we got another. What's the call here? High stick on Eichel. So we'll be 4-on-4, and then the Ducks will have a short power play. He didn't even touch. Oh, yeah, he did. Never mind. He whiffed the first time, and then he got Lacombe on the side of the head. Bad penalty by Eichel. So we're at 4-on-4. All right, 140 according to TV on 4-on-4. It's really 1. All right. Looks like NHL.com took a shot away for Vegas, I think. All right. Lacombe takes it behind the Duck net. Loses the puck. Vegas has it. Near circle. Theodore takes it behind the net and loses it. He was trying to pass it to Marner. And Ducks lose it again. And Marner sends it out. Ducks try to dump it in. They're at the red line. Into Seneca missed a pass, and it's out of their own end. Lacombe will scoop it up. Under 50, or now 55, I should say, on the 4-on-4. Shot was wide into the near corner. And Hurdle tries to get it away. Vegas regroups behind their own net. Vegas in the near circle, drop pass. Finally, they skated out of their own end, pass to the far boards to the near board, or White Cloud at the blue line. Puck gets away in the slot, taken behind the net by the Ducks. Gudis up the near boards to Zellweger. Shot from the near circle and saved by Schmid at 16:06. 9 seconds in the 4-on-4. Good pass ahead to Creeder, and a good blocker save by Schmid. And then Zellweger ripped one just inside the top of the near face-off circle, and that was like a shoulder, maybe a blocker save on the near side. Draw, Lacombe, blast, recovered and frozen by Schmid. 3 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Oh, crap. I had some drop frames. That means the video was freezing. Gosh darn it. They kicked a Knight out of the draw. Lacombe at the blue line. Power play for 20 more seconds here for the Ducks now. And it's cleared to center ice. Ducks scrambling, but they take it back into their own end. Pass to Gauthier. Shot high into the far corner. Back to the blue line. Lacombe, full strength now. It's 5-on-5 as Eichel's out of the penalty box. Sent up the near boards. Eichel has it. Passes to the far circle. Shot. What a save by Dostal. Ducks going the other way. And they knock it into the near corner. And taken behind the net by Hutton. Lost it at the red line on a pass. And sent in by Johnston. Battle in the far corner. Far boards. Far circle. Back to the blue line for the Ducks. Near side. Shot. Saved and held on by Schmid at 14:47. Decent shot by Mintyukov, if that's how you say number 98's name. All right, 14-13 now, shots on goal. So a lot more shots by the Ducks here in the early going of the second period as we get a look at Saad on the Knights bench. Near circle draw, taken behind the net by the Knights, passed out. Marner has it, makes a pass, and it's dumped in by White Cloud to the far corner. Sent behind the net into the near corner. Zellweger's there, but Knights keep it in at the blue line. White Cloud makes a pass, shot, and off the netting behind the net at 14:23. I believe Hannafin ripped that one. 14 all shots on goal, but 3-2 Knights on the scoreboard. Yeah, Dostal saved it. Not sure with what. Oh, it got tipped. Actually, it hit him in the helmet. That might not be a shot on goal. That might have been too high. That might have been tipped off the stick of a Duck, too. And they kick Hurdle out of the draw for Vegas. Just drop the damn puck. It's Strome, pardon the whistle, Strome for the Ducks. I think it was Marner at the blue line. Shot is wide. Can we go back to the regular camera? This behind the net cam stinks. Hannafin passes and Strome sends it up the far boards. Ducks send it around behind their own net, up the near boards. Dumped in by Killorn. Or no, Killorn chases it after the dump in. He sends it around. Blue line kept in. And now Vegas passes it and will dump it in from the red line. Dostal plays it up the near boards. Kept in by Vegas. Knocked straight up in the air by Korzak. And cross ice pass made by Vetrano. Ducks finally get it out of their own end. Under 13 and a half to go. And after a dump in, the Ducks regroup in their own end again. Lacombe passes it, missed Gauthier. Seneca tipped it in. Played to the near corner. Over to the far corner. Ducks keep it in by the far boards. Sent into the near corner. Under 13 to go in the middle period. Vegas gets it to neutral ice and sends it up. Chased by Kolsar. Puck was free in front of the crease, but knocked into the far corner. Shot. Saved by Dostal on that long bomb from the blue line. Ducks counter into Gauthier. Cross ice to the far circle. Saved by Schmid on a nice shot at 12:35. Good puck movement by the Ducks. Believe it was Seneca who didn't cash in, though. Gauthier fed him into the far circle, and just didn't lift it enough, and Schmid made the save and held on at 12:35. 15-15 shots on net. Vegas looks good now. Anaheim power play. Anaheim's 0 for 1 on the power play. Vegas is 1 for 3. Let me check the other scores. Oh, gotcha. Well, I just don't like it. It couldn't pan in time to keep up with the passes. And then I don't know how to describe which boards were on, near or far, when they do the behind the net cam, because then I can't. I get what you're saying. That's funny, though. I hear you. Oh, let's check the other scores. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to just stay on the Ducks feed for now. Mammoth take the 3-2 lead. Let's see. Paterka his ninth at 10:08 of the first. Wait, what? Is it going the other way? Yeah, I'm sorry. He had the first goal. D. Simone with his second at 7:32 of the third gave them the 3-2 lead. And they were down 2-1 as well. 9:53 to go in the third in Utah, and they lead 3-2. And Flames still leading the Stars 1-0, 9:57 in the second. Claims we're alive. All right. There we go again. 12:35, not quite halfway through. Sent up the near boards and out to the far circle for Vegas behind the net now. Saad gets knocked down. Smith tried to center it. Kept in at the blue line for Vegas. Dumped into the near corner. Smith behind the net. Saad tries to center it. Shot missed wide into the near corner from the slot area. And battle up the near boards and out for the Ducks in front of the Vegas bench. Now it's in front of the Ducks bench, and they center it. Shot is wide into the far corner. And Vegas finally skates it out of their own end. Saad looking. His pass is deflected. Ducks scoop it and send it to neutral ice. Dumped right back in by Vegas behind the net. Dostal picks it up. Bowman dumped it in. Gudis couldn't get rid of it. Shot pass went off of Barbashev's stick, and it's back behind the net. Gudis finally gets it to neutral ice, and it's going to be chased down by the Knights behind the net. Hannafin, and finally out. Picked up at the red line, and Eichel dumps it in. Dostal behind his net, up the near boards, and finally taken out of their own end. Up ahead to the near boards. Seneca looking, far past, shot, deflected wide behind the net. Far circle, back to the blue line. Trouba with a blast. That was high in the far corner. Pass again, far circle. Shot is wide, or the pass was wide. Return shot, big rebound. I think Lacombe had that blast. And finally out, Lacombe has it in the Ducks' end. And we're under 10.5 to go in the middle period. Dumped in by the Ducks. Hit in the near side. White Cloud, I'm not sure. Somebody iced it for Vegas at 10:15. So draw will be in the Vegas end. Oh, that might have been a good save by Dostal. Saad made a good pass to Howden. And yeah, it was a kick save and a beauty by Dostal. He got it with his left, foot area. And then that shot went off the side of the net for the Ducks. Face off behind the net into the near circle. Now in the near corner. Pass comes to the slot area. Finally, the Knights get it over the red line. Marner dumps it in. Under 10 to go in the second period. Up ahead into the near corner. Hannafin got hit. Ducks take it behind the net with Korzak. Send it back to Hutton. Maybe that was Hutton earlier when I thought it was Hannafin. Hurdle to Hutton at the red line. Pass. Near circle. Shot. High and wide. We got a penalty coming up too. Vegas has control of the puck. They're going to regroup in their own end. And the Ducks get the puck right away, and there's the call at 9:18. So it will be a Vegas power play coming up. Penalty coming up on the Ducks. Oh, a hook by Zellweger. And that'll be the call. All right, you know what? Let me see if I can get to the Vegas. Whoops. If it's not as good, I'll just head back. Come on. Man, this ESPN app is so slow. No, I don't want a split screen. That is not what I selected. Oh my gosh. You know what? Maybe I don't know what's going on with the Golden Knights feed. I probably should just stay on the Ducks. All right. Yeah, Zellweger penalty. Let's get that on the board. All right, finally, maybe we're good. So the Knights will have the power play. 16-16 shots on goal now. No goals in the second period thus far. Oh, come on. We're not going to have time for a 3+ minute ad break. Oh, forget it. I don't know what I just did. Let's just go back to the Ducks feed. Oh, this is ridiculous. This ESPN app is such trash sometimes. All right, finally. Yeah, I definitely could not get just having all kinds of trouble with the Golden Knights feed on the ESPN app. All right, we're back on the Ducks. Face off to start the power play in the Ducks zone, near side, near circle, in the slot. Oh, geez, we got to have the behind the net cam into the far corner, and the Ducks clear it to center ice. Scooped up by Marner. 1 for 3 on the power play, 2 shots for the Knights. Under 9 to go, 140 on the power play. Near boards, Bowman. Back to the blue line, Marner, far circle. Back to Marner. Far boards, back to Marner. into the slot, tipped into the far corner for Bowman. Hurdle gets it back to the far side boards. Centering pass gets through. Back to Marner. His shot is tipped, and the Ducks have it at the red line. Pass to Lacombe. He loses it, and Eichel will skate it in to the near circle and shoot, and it's wide or high into the far boards. Puck is picked up, and Vegas will retreat to their own end to reset. Under 50 to go in the power play. Eichel over the red line into the O-zone to the far boards. Far circle for Hurdle. Over to Eichel. Far corner. Pass through the crease, off the near boards, and out. And only 30 seconds to go on the Vegas power play. Pass to the far side. Now skated in, dumped into the near corner for Vegas. Sissons is there, battling with Mintyukov. Kept in at the blue line. Pass just outside the slot. How did they miss? Dostal made a diving save. That'll do it. We are back to full strength. 7:15 to go in the middle period. 18-16. They got a couple shots on goal on that power play. Into the near corner. Ducks play it out of their own end over the red line, and cross ice pass to the far circle. Tried to find Trouba in the slot. Pass tipped away. Barbashev has it. Skates over. Passes to the far side. Dumped in behind the net. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Back to the blue line. Shot. Whitecomb, big rebound, far circle, wrap around, off the net. McNabb loses it on the pass, and the Ducks send it out of their own end. Under 6.5 to go, middle period. Dostal behind his net, off the near boards, but not out. Now the Ducks get it out, and they have a break. To the far circle, shot and a goal. Ducks have tied it up at 3. Great pass and great shot from the near side to the far side, and the Ducks draw even. Terry on the goal. Tremendous pass by Carlson. Lacombe the other assist. 13:50. And what's the call here? What are we looking at? Yeah, Carlson, great pass and a shot. Beat Schmid, blocker side high from the far circle, almost in the slot. Beat him. It was just a hard shot and beat Schmid high, and the Ducks have tied it up. 3-3, and they didn't even show the draw. We were looking at the bench area. I don't understand that. We know who scored. We don't need to see them sitting on the bench. Ducks in the near board, send it up. Behind the net, Knights. Hutton sent it up. I think Korzak got it to the neutral ice. Gauthier has it, dumps it in. Schmid behind his own net. Picked up by the Knights. Up the near boards. Gauthier, what just happened? Was there a whistle? Must have been a whistle at 5:32. Yeah, Terry with a nice wrister. And just beat Schmid high. McNabb just outside the crease. Couldn't help. 3-3 with 5:32 in the second. Let's check in. Flames still up 1-0 over the Stars with 4:17 to go in the second. Mammoth up 3-2 still on the Rangers in Utah with 4:15 to go in the third. All right, yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on women's basketball, but here's what's coming up. Yeah, well, maybe I'll spell out Arkansas or fix it. Triple header today, triple header tomorrow, double header Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and then triple header Thursday, triple header Friday. Not sure about the following weekend though yet. I'll figure that out. Boy, I don't know. Packers play Thursday, so I don't know about football again. I'll have to look at the matchups. I don't know. It's just tough on YouTube to do NFL. Do the Packers because I'm going to watch the game anyways. But with women's college basketball starting up and getting into the, few games into the season, I'll have to keep an eye on that. All right, let's make sure we are live. It was just spinning a little bit. It says we are. Yeah, Carlson with that great pass, great shot by Terry. Man, we're underway. They didn't even show the draw. Missed at least 5 seconds. All right, behind the Vegas net into the near circle. Lacombe in the near corner sends it to the far circle, and that pass is blocked, and Marner will dump it in from the red line. Gudis sends it behind the net. Up the near boards now. Ducks take it behind the net to Gudis. Far boards, knocked away by the Knights. And finally out to center ice. The Knights take over again. Up the near boards. Hurdle sends a cross ice pass, and it's dumped in by the Knights from the red line. Gudis picks it up behind the net as we are getting closer to 4.5 minutes to go in the middle period. Sent in by the Ducks. Schmid behind his own net. They play it up the far boards. Cross ice pass. Off a stick into the O zone in the near corner. Houghton couldn't get there. Ducks have it. Ducks send it off the boards over the red line. Sod picks it up for the Knights. Cross ice pass by White Cloud. They send it in. And the Ducks take over in their own end and send it up the near boards again. And dumped in by Johnston. Played up the near boards by Hannafin. Kept in at the blue line and now out. Cross ice pass off the near boards for Vegas. Smith sends it off the far board. Shot and a glove save by Dostal. He holds on. Pretty good shot. I don't know if that was by Houghton or hang on. Oh, did I accidentally close the roster page? Well, that stinks. Or did I never open it? I may have scrambled with the chat and to get that on the screen and forgot. All right, still waiting for the draw. It's in the Ducks' end. Excuse me. It's to Dolstall's right, or the blocker side, because we're on the behind the net cam. Draw into the boards, centered, and sent up the near side. Lacombe dumps it in to the far corner, under 3.5 to go in the middle period. To the net. Puck gets away in the slot. Seneca's shot is blocked. Lacombe has it. Passes. They send it in. Gauthier in the near circle. Shot. Saved by Schmid. Big rebound. And Barbashev, his pass gets tipped. Finally, the Knights get it out of their own end. And Bowman couldn't do anything with it. Gauthier sends it into the far corner. Seneca was double teamed. They send it to the near circle. Lacombe sends it behind the net. Battle for the puck. And Barbashev makes a pass. And Bowman will flip it off the near boards. Ducks send it right back in, and the Knights couldn't get it out. Shot blocked behind the net of Vegas, sent off the near boards, back to the blue line. Gudis to the far side, over to the far circle, and picked up by Vegas. They got a 2-on-2 if they hustle. Centering pass to the slot area. That's wide into the far corner. And Kolsar couldn't do anything with it, and it's back to the neutral ice. Pass, Marner. Oh, that's not Marner. Right in front of the net. That was Reinhardt. Not 23, not 93. Ducks have it at the red line. Terry tried to get it in. And now the Knights counter. 1:40 to go in the middle period. Puck is in the near corner. Marner sends it around to the blue line. To White Cloud. Back to the blue line. Marner. Far circle. Centering pass. Gets off his skate. Deflects. And then White Cloud gets the pass. To Marner. Near circle. Uh-oh. What's going on with my lights? Back to the blue line for White Cloud. 1:10 to go. Far circle. And the Ducks finally get it out of their own end. And picked up by White Cloud over the red line and dumps it in from the blue line. Dostal tries to play it to the far corner. Ducks got it out, and the Knights will have to tag up, I think. And now they have it in their own end. We're under 45 to go in the second period. Behind the net to Dostal. He touches it up. Ducks try to send it up the near boards to the red line. Pass to the center. Shot blocked. Rebound shot was on net. And up out of the zone. Up the near boards. It's 19 shots on goal. Gudis. Drop pass. They carry it in. Seneca near circle. Cross ice pass to the far circle. Gauthier off the side of the net or off the post. And that'll do it for the second period. We're tied at 3. After it had been 3-2. It was 3-2 Knights after 1. And now we head to the third. And we're all tied at 3. I don't know, is Zellweger doing some extra skating before heading to the locker room? All right. Get the timer up. We'll do the visualizer. For Terry, his 7th, from Carlson and Lacombe. So Terry is 19. Far circle shot. Yeah, just inside the far circle on a great pass from Carlson. And he beat why am I blanking? Schmid. And we had 2 penalties on the Ducks. Gauthier hooking Dorofeev and Zellweger hooking Dorofeev. Then for the Knights, Eichel high-sticked Lacombe, and that wiped out a power play. They had the man advantage. Excuse me. 19 shots on goal. 27-13 Knights on the draws or on the face-off wins. 67.5% for Vegas. Vegas 1 for 4 on the power play. Ducks 0 for 1. 12-8 hits Ducks. 13-12 block shots Knights. 13-7 giveaways Knights. 2-2 takeaways. Anaheim won game won in Vegas in overtime on November 8th, 4-3. And game 3 in the season and series finale is in Anaheim, February 1st. Let's get a quick check on the other games as well. Flames up 1-0, and we just got a Stars major penalty because the Flames have a 5-minute penalty with 51 seconds to go in the second. And we got another final to relay to you. Mammoth hang on in Utah, 3-2 winners over the Rangers. DeSimone with the game winner at 7:32 of the third. Keller, yeah, they were down 2-1. Keller has his 8th, and of course Peterka his 9th opened up the scoring. Gavrikov and Panarin scored for the Rangers. Excuse me. All right, well, we can go through the scores from earlier one more time. Hope to see you soon, either hockey, football, or women's college basketball, or men's college basketball. We'll be doing that. Oh, yeah, I got to fix that real quick. I kind of rushed through that. 1 second. I don't know if I have enough room. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I may need to abbreviate this. Did it fit? Just barely. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. Duke Arc. NC I suppose I could abbreviate Michigan State a little more instead of Mich State. Or Arkansas I could shorten up too. Oh, crud. I didn't put the time in? Ugh. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to have to shorten up these names. Forgot to put the time in. My bad. Wow. Somehow it fits. Oh, the basketball disappeared. That's fine. Yeah, we'll try to abbreviate it further, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Mich State will make MI State. That should help a little bit, and then probably Arkansas as well. We'll do that as well. AR, okay. All right, let's see how that looks. Green Bay, Detroit, 12p football, and North Carolina, Michigan State, 3:30p men's basketball. Duke, Arkansas, 7 p.m. men's basketball. Okay, that's much better. And then, oh yeah, looking ahead to Friday, probably a hockey triple header, but we'll have to look into it. All right, 31 votes. We got 55% for the Knights, 45% for the Ducks. Oh, shoot. I hit end poll on accident. Sorry about that. I meant to just minimize it. Well, sorry about that. Didn't mean to end it early. That was a mistake. Excuse me. Thax saying Ducks. Yeah, sorry. I just ended the poll on accident. Welcome, Thax. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, we'll go through them all again. Mammoth just beat the Rangers 3-2 in Utah. Nashville at home loses 3-0 to the Avalanche. in San Jose. Senators 3, Sharks 2. In Washington, 5-3 Lightning over the Caps. Yeah, I didn't mean to, I was just trying to minimize the poll. I wasn't trying to end it. I don't know why I did it on accident. Kraken win in overtime over the Penguins in Pittsburgh 3-2. Montour, his 4th of the year, 4-10 of overtime for Seattle. Philly wins at home 6-3 over the Devils. In Florida, Oilers sort of a little bit of revenge, 6-3 over the Panthers. Canadians, as heard on Sinbin Stream, 5-2 winners over the visiting Maple Loafs. And the Blues win 2-1 over the Islanders in New York. In Detroit, Red Wings 4-3 winners in overtime over the Blue Jackets. DeBrincat's 10th at 150 of overtime. Yeah, Kraken wins. Yeah. Yeah, I went with Maple Leafs Canadians. I thought it'd be a good game, and Montreal pretty much dominated that whole game. I know there are a couple of games I didn't get to see. Detroit, that was on NHL Network, and then there was another game on, I forgot which one was NHL Network at 6. I think it was Edmonton, Florida. I didn't get that one. All right, where were we? Blues over the Islanders, Red Wings over the Jackets. Oh, I guess we caught up then. Flames still lead 1-0 over. Now there's a 4-on-4 after that major. Okay. 1-0 at the second intermission. Coronado power play goal is 8th of the year from Kadri and Huberdeau at the second intermission. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. We'll leave the scores up here, I guess, unless you want to see the Zambonis running around. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks, everybody, for chatting. But doing either like and or subscribe will help with YouTube recommending the channel to other potential viewers, which will help grow the channel. And again, I do thank you for your support. Thank you to new viewers and especially to returning viewers. All right, we got 14 likes. Appreciate it. All right, let me cue up the music, and I'll take a quick break, and I'll be back. Oh, I can't remember which ones I've played and which ones I haven't. All right, here we go. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Had to put on the Habs jacket. It's cold. Probably because I turned the heat down at night, but it's just this corner too is kind of cold. All right, I'll kill the music momentarily. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Do appreciate you spending some of your weekend here, your Saturday night with me. If you're enjoying the hockey live stream. All right, there we go with the music. Oh, yeah, I should probably set up my stream for Minnesota Green Bay after this game, so I don't have to do that first thing in the morning. All right, much better now. I'm warm enough. I got to peel the sleeves of this jacket, though. It's so bad. I know there was one women's ranked game that I got tomorrow, but it was like TCU, and I couldn't figure out how to schedule schedule around it. So that's why I'm going with hockey again. But yeah, a lot of people for that Wildcats, Kentucky Wildcats Louisville Cardinals game today. That was great. All right, let's make sure we are live on the Ducks feed. Claims we are. Yeah, we'll fix the score bug to have third. Oh, boy, somebody has a Mighty Ducks jersey. Ugh. The purple's even worse than this orange. I don't know. I just can't get into the Mighty Ducks stuff. I guess this is their best logo, but the orange. Scoring chances, 16-11 Vegas, as they just showed. I can't even stand the face. Brian Hayward. Yeah, this clown. John Ehlers is fine for the Ducks, but Hayward, you probably heard me say it before. Hayward claimed a Hawks player was taking a dive when he got knocked out. He was literally out cold, and I think left the game with a concussion, and he claimed the Hawks player had taken a dive to draw the penalty, even though he got obliterated on a completely illegal boarding call. Yeah, we have had a lot of overtime or even shootout games. Yeah, I hope you like the music Uncommon. That was funny. Yeah, I know we've had so many, and it's not even just the games I've been doing. It's been all games. All right, let's clear this stuff out. That's the wrong button. There we go. Still showing replays. Not sure why we're not back live yet. No, we're ahead of Stars Flames. I didn't realize that. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? This must be tape of the Ducks walking back to the ice. Yeah, it's got to be. Goal differential by period. Vegas +2 in the first, +1 in the second, +10 in the third. And we are even with 20 minutes to go. Vegas in white going right to left. They handle the draw to the far boards. And dumped into the near corner, and that is immediately icing at 1950. So we'll head to the Vegas end for the draw. Ducks in orange going left to right. I'm going to have to look up and find a better orange than what I've got on the score bug. It's so bad. Just does not look right. All right. Far circle draw, kept in at the blue line by the Ducks. Shot from the far circle into the near boards. Big shot by Gudis from the near side, just inside the blue line, and that is saved and held on by Schmid. And are the Ducks making any changes? At 1940. Shots are actually 2019 in favor of the Ducks now. Far circle or near circle draw, sorry. Ducks have it. Send it near corner and behind the net. Ooh. Awkward play. Yeah, I think that's a penalty coming up on Vegas. Somebody just grabbed a guy around the head and was holding him. So we got a penalty. Sin bin time for McNabb holding Chris Kreider. I mean, that I could see that. Boy, Kreider looked like he was falling on his own upon review, but not going to matter. Anaheim power play. Far circle draw. Won by Vegas, sent behind the net into the near boards and cleared down the length of the ice. Under 1920. 145 on the power play to the near side. Seneca shot, big rebound, not cleared out. Far circle shot, another rebound into the far corner. Battle for the puck on the far boards. Sent around behind the Vegas net to the near side. Seneca in the near corner takes a big hit, and the puck is cleared down the length of the ice. 22-19 shots on goal. Ducks still over a minute. Minute 15 on the power play for Ducks. Seneca shot or pass goes wide into the near far corner and apparently into the netting at 18:39. Yeah, good save by Schmid, but big rebound. And then one from the slot and another save. That rebound went into the far corner, though. 107 on the power play. 18:39 in the third. Oh, geez. And we got to redo the damn draw. Come on. As we get a look at Seneca on the bench. All right, Eichel taking the draw for Vegas. Ducks win the draw at the blue line. Over, let's see, Gauthier kept it in. Shot gets deflected into the far boards and cleared down the length of the ice by the Knights. Under 18.5 to go. Under a minute on the power play. Dostal holds it. Finally, they scoop it up behind the net. Killorn to the far side. Skated in. Near circle, or near, yeah, cross. That pass is picked off. Knights going the other way. Eichel into the near boards. Behind the back. Takes it behind the net into the far corner. And turns it over. Ducks counter. And into the far circle. Oh, got his pocket picked. Eichel. Into the near circles. Blocked. Into the near boards. Kept in at the blue line for the Ducks. Down low to the far circle. Near circle shot blocked into the far circle. Into the slot, blocked and cleared. Nope, not cleared. Nice diving attempt on the keeper at the blue line. Shot Gauthier and cleared out by a backhand by the Knights. And not icing as the Ducks have it. The penalty is over. Mintyukov sent it, and the Ducks turn it over. Knights counter. Puck comes free, and it's frozen by Dostal with 17 minutes to go. 23-19 shots on goal. Ducks still tied 3-3. That's a poor stat for the Ducks, but then again, there's been a lot of OT games. I wonder what that same status for the Stars. Must be around the same number. Stars are the goal differential. Yeah, for the Knights. Yeah, I didn't see what they said for the Ducks. Yeah, I hear you. Knights win the draw. Shot saved by Dostal. He has to freeze the rebound at 16:55. Maybe Saad had that shot. We were on the behind the net cam. It was Saad. Good save by Dostal. Boy, Howden was right there for the rebound. Couldn't get a stick on it. Dostal covered it. 23-21 shots on goal. Draw. Controlled by Vegas. Saad. Oh, his pass gets knocked away into the far boards for the Ducks in the O-zone. Houghton makes the pass, though, after he picked it up. And down low into the far corner. Saad sends it to the blue line. Theodore to the near side. McNabb back to Theodore. Shot. Big rebound. Frozen by Dostal. We got pushing and shoving. And we got some punches being thrown. Whether or not they're landing, hard to tell. And good Lord, the cam is shaky behind the net at 16:22. Saad's helmet is off. Boy, Korzak couldn't do anything because Gudis was holding his stick. And then Korzak decked... no, it wasn't Gudis. It was Vetrano. Shot by Theodore from the blue line. Dostal froze it. Oh, and then a rabbit punch to the back of the head by, man, some dirty pull here by Strome of the Ducks. That was nasty. I missed who he punched in the back of the head, but yeah, Vegas is rightfully going on the power play. Zellweger hooking Doral. Oh, hold on. It's 4-on-4. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong. It's Saad and Strome on the penalties. 16 and 20. Well, so much for the power play. Boy, that's some BS. They threw the first punch. I mean, that was a nasty behind-the-head punch by Anaheim, by Strome. All right, 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Ducks send it up the near boards. Trouba passes to the red line. Off the near boards. McNabb gets it from Eichel over to the far boards. Shot is wide into the near corner. Kept in at the blue line by the Knights. Sent behind the net, off the back of the net. Lacombe to the near corner to Trouba. Back over to Lacombe. Under 16 to go. Under a minute and a half on the 4-on-4. Far circle shot high off the near corner boards. And Barbashev was tripped and into the far boards. Ducks send it around, and the Knights will counter. Eichel loses it into the near corner. And it's picked up by the Ducks behind the net. Skated out to the red line. Seneca has it over by the Ducks bench. Seneca and the Ducks regroup in their own end. Under a minute to go on the 4-on-4. 23-21 shots on goal. Hurdle has it at the red line. Circles back and passes to Marner, to Hurdle, near circle. He tried to make a move through Gudis, and Gudis picked it off. Behind the net. Over to the far corner. Ducks pass it into Gauthier. Behind the net. Into the far boards. 12 seconds on the 4-on-4. 14 and a half to go in the third. Drop pass to Marner. Marner, near circle shot and a nice glove save by Dostal at 14:23. So 2 seconds left, according to TV, on the 4-on-4. Good shot and good save by Dostal. Marner from the near circle, just underneath the draw area. Or, yeah, I mean, in the circle, but where the player would stand. 23-22, shots on goal. Face-off, shot, big rebound. Back to 5-on-5. Who got that shot? I think that was Hutton. Into the near corner. Ducks trying to dig it out. McTavish. Now to the far side circle. Shot, saved, into the far corner. Ducks have it again. Shot. Big rebound just outside the crease, now behind the net. Ducks keep it in. Shot. That was wide, off the glass, behind the net. McTavish flips it to the far boards. In the far corner, they lose the puck. Knights take it behind their own net. And Howden to Saad. And it's by the Knights bench area. Knights recover in their own end. Both teams getting line changes. Dorofeyev passes it, and he heads off for a line change. Man, have not called Dorofeyev's name all night, I feel like. Maybe he had an assist, but dumped in. Dostal to the far corner. Puck comes free into the near corner after a shot. I think it was blocked. Ducks countering. Vetrano by the bench area. Now they retreat into their own end. Trouba, they eventually get it to Killorn. Killorn passes it to the red line, dumped in, and they chase it. Behind the net, up the near boards, Barbashev flips it to the red line. Theodore tries to pass it. Ducks get it again into the O-zone, into the near circle. Back to the blue line, a shot, I think, by Gudis. Goes all the way back to the blue line on the far side. Big hit by the Knights. Into the slot. Drop pass to the blue line. Down low in the far corner. Tough angle shot saved by Schmid into the far corner. 12:15 to go in the third. 25-24 shots on goal for the Ducks. 3-3 is the score. So we approach 12 minutes remaining in the third. Both teams getting line changes. Into the far circle, Marner. Far corner, centers. Hurdle, tipped it, and I guess it was high or wide into the netting at 11:49. 11:49, I guess we got the under 14 media timeout. 25-24 shots on goal. Anaheim, let's check in. Ooh, the Flames got a second goal against the Stars. Man, how are the Stars getting shut out? Coronado, 8th of the year, and Farabee, his 5th, both on the power play. Who, isn't Wolf injured too? Let's take a look. Cooley is in net for the Flames, and DeSmith for the how can his time on ice already be 59:35? They haven't played the whole game yet. Is that his average? Yeah. Cooley 60 minutes. The whole game is 60 minutes. They can't have already had that. That's weird. So do you even trust these time on ice? Oh, brother. All right, never mind. Yeah, I think Wolf is injured. 13:25 to go in the third, and the Flames lead the Stars 2-0. Hey, Alex. Thank you. I don't know about that. Hockey, they're important. I don't know. Basketball, just the difference is there's one assister. Hockey, it's two. I know lacrosse is that way. I don't think soccer's that way, is it? That's their second game on back-to-back long arse road trip. They can have one or two more to go on the road up in Canada. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Stars in Cal, but yeah, it happens on a road trip. I get you. I get you. Especially when you change time zones. They had to go from central to mountain. All right. The Dorofeyev got it to Hurdle. Hurdle passes it. Marner has it to Hurdle. Comes clear to Dorofeyev. He had a shot right outside the crease. Big rebound. Hurdle has it behind the net. Nope, now the Ducks scoop it up. Under 11:20 to go in the third. 25-25 shots on goal, all tied in goals 3-3. Shot blocked by the Knights and sent out. Gudis dumps it right back in on net, frozen by Schmid at 11:01. Oh, Stars scored. Gotcha. Robertson's 13th. 6:44 to make it 2-1. Gotcha. 12:50 to go. From Seguin and Capobianco. All right, so there's still time for the Stars to get back in that one. All right, draw in the Knights' end to the far circle. Taken behind the net by McNabb. Passes, and Theodore dumps it in from the red line. Under 10:50 to go. And dumped in by the Ducks. Theodore takes it behind the Vegas net. Brings it over. Passes to the near boards. Battle for the puck. And the Ducks counter. Off the far boards. Picked up by McNabb. Vegas counters. How was that not offside? Yeah, it was. He passed it to the right wing and he was way ahead. And it's offsides at 10:18. 26-25 shots on goal, Ducks. So we get a look at Joel Quinville, the Ducks coach. Draw taken by the Ducks in their own end or own zone. Sent up the far boards. Knights in the far corner. Couldn't get it out. Kept in at the blue line. Shot into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Killorn with Hutton, I think. Hutton has it. Up the near boards. Dumps it in from the red line. Under 10 to go in the third. Puck is free. Jumped on by Killorn. He takes it over the blue line. Leaves it at the... Well, they have to reset. Not Trouba. Gudis dumped it in, but was it tipped? It went into the netting. This might be delay a game. Puck over glass. Well, no indication by the broadcast for Vegas. Not Vegas. Anaheim. We'll see. I mean, Vegas seemed to think so, but I don't know if the refs saw it that way. All right, back to Calgary. 10:44 to go. There's a whistle. 2-1 Flames. And yeah, again, still plenty of time for Stars to win the game. Either team to win. Yeah, brother. I don't know what this commercial is for. I'm so sick and tired of seeing it, though. Get covered Illinois.gov. I'm so tired of it. Ugh. All right. 9:40 to go in the third. Excuse me. Haven't had a goal since Troy Terry at 13:50 of the second to tie it up. Pretty good game by both goalies, Schmid and Dostal, to be honest. Haven't had too many shots off the post, if I remember right. All right, Anaheim in the Pacific Division tied with Seattle with 27 points, and Vegas has 26, and they've played 2 less games than the Kings, who also have 26. So big division matchup here. Eichel OT winner is what you're hoping for. Gotcha. Thanks, Nick. We're approaching 9.5. Eichel actually centered it off a stick. Bowman tries to get it back to Eichel. Ducks take it over the red line to Seneca. Passed it back. Taken away by the Knights. Into the O-zone. They missed on a pass. Shot and deflected to Eichel. Sent back in around the boards to the far side. McNabb falls. Eichel got it to Bowman. Bowman can't handle it again. And they get a break and steered on net by Lacombe and steered aside by Schmid. And the puck just went into the bench area at 8. No, it's still plays continuing. Why are they showing the guys on the bench if play is still going on? Stinking. Back to the blue line. Unbelievable. Pass is blocked or shot is blocked. Knights counter over the red line. Hurdle. Looking back at the blue line. Sent on net. Steered aside by Dostal. Over to the near side. That shot. I don't know if that was a save or off the post by the Knights. And Ducks counter into the O-zone. Drop pass kept in. Gudis to the far circle. That shot was steered aside or off the side of the net. And Hurdle has it in the far corner. Now he passes to the near circle. Hannafin had it. Looks like the Knights are at least changing their forwards. And that is White Cloud. Sends it up the far boards. And I think offsides against the Knights. 7:39. Let's double check the shots. 28-27 Vegas. Kick save by Dostal. I don't know if that was going to be wide of the net, but currently TV and NHL have 28-27. All right, well, there's a draw at center ice, actually. Knights control. Saad couldn't take it by the penalty box area. And we got a whistle at 7:31. Might have been offsides on Hellison of the Ducks or just against the Ducks. Nope, back to the center ice. Okay. Excuse me. Still waiting. Come on, man. Drop the puck. The other linesman tells the far side wingers to back up out of the circle. Now we finally get the draw. Under 7.5 to go. Ducks control it in their own end after the Knights send it in the O-zone. Now, skated. Killorn dumps it into the near corner. Korzik sends it out the far board. Saad scoops it up, passes ahead off the near boards and around to the far corner, kept in at the blue line for the Knights. Puck gets knocked loose and the Ducks chip it to center ice, gloved down by McNabb of the Knights. And McNabb has it. I presume both teams getting line changes. Under 6:45 to go. Sent into the near corner. Around the boards to the far corner. Lacombe. Now they send it to Trouba behind the net. He sends it up the near boards and out. Did anybody touch it? Yeah, no icing. Picked up by Theodore, up the far boards, kept in by the Ducks. Now the Knights pass it to the red line and dump it in to the far corner, taken behind the Ducks net. Trouba sends it up. Skated out of their own end. Ducks dump it in from the red line. And Schmid tries to get it pass off, but now they take it in the far corner. Centering pass. Barbashev. Oh, it gets poked away. Kept in, though, and sent around to Eichel in the far boards. He sends it behind the net. Gudis can't get it out. Now the Ducks will skate it out over the red line and into the far circle, far corner. Centered, then they mistimed it or didn't connect on the pass, and Gudis dumps it in. Schmid touches it up, gets it to Hanifin, near boards. Over to Barbashev. And now Eichel, shot and a glove save by Dostal. Look what I found at 5:22. Still 3-3. Some Duck player got their helmet knocked off. Eichel looking like he was going to pass, and he snapped a wrister, and a good glove save by Dostal. 5:22. We got the under 10 media timeout. 29-27 shots on goal. Vegas. Feels like a Ducks upset night in this one. I don't know. I mean, if they win at home, I don't know if that's an upset. Ducks are the better team too. But I understand. You know, Vegas was up 3-2. I hear you. They were up 2-0 too. Cruz, Daniel, Tovar, Gonzalez says, "Let's go Ducks," and Ducks emoji. Yeah, I just wanted a good game. Wasn't really rooting for anybody. You know, not the biggest Vegas fan. Despite the hat. After what they've done recently. But I am a Kings fan first, then a Hurricanes fan, then I'm trying to root for the Canadian teams. I mean, I guess I still would like the Blackhawks to do well, but I'm blacked out in the local Chicago area market, so not like I get to watch them. So if I'm not watching, it's kind of hard to root for them. All right, back from commercial break. Let's go Knights, says Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. All right, tied at 3. Man, I've had so many games go overtime or shootout, I feel like, lately. Except for the early game tonight. 5-2 Montreal beat Toronto. All right, are we ready for this draw? I mean, I feel like we're ready. Just waiting on the linesman, finally. Battle for the puck in the near boards, back to neutral ice. Marner with the puck. They retreat to their own end. Sent ahead. Dorofeev couldn't handle it by the Ducks bench. Ducks counter into the far corner. Hanifin is there. Sends it up the near boards, but not out. Now passed off the near boards. Dumped right back in by the Ducks from the red line. Played behind the net by Hanifin to Dorofeev. His pass gets away. Ducks take it over again. Trouba in his own end. Over to Lacombe. Lacombe pass to the far boards. Hit by McNabb. Dorofeev passes to Hurdle. Hurdle into the near boards. Runs into the linesman. Still has the puck. And Vegas in their own end. Under 4.5 to go. Eichel gets his pocket picked. Ducks have it. Gudis to, is that Gauthier? Dumps it in. Picked up by Theodore. Pass to the red line. Bowman chips it into the far corner. Big hit by Barbashev behind the net and dumped in by Theodore again. Touched up by Dostal, and they send it to the far corner. They get it right back to Gudis. He sends it right back to the far boards. And back to Gudis in the slot. Ducks finish their line change and dump it in from the red line. Yep, that went into the bench area, though, at 3:36. And Mintyukov heads off for a line change. And Gudis. Still 29-27 shots on goal, Vegas. Hot potato in the third. Yes, very much. Face off. Finally controlled by the Ducks. Oh, somebody gets knocked down. And that was Kolsar knocked down the Duck. No call. Back to the blue line and out. Chipped in. The Knights have to tag up. Sent up the near boards. Killorn makes a pass from the red line into the near corner behind the net. That was Vetrano. He loses it. Oh, man, a cross check. No call on the Ducks. Wow. Dumped in from the red line by the Knights. And cleared. Nope. Now cleared by the Ducks. They're finishing a change. Not Theodore. Shot. Smith. Big rebound. Puck is loose. Far circle. And the Ducks just clear it. Up the near boards. Stick handling in the near circle. Shot is blocked into the netting behind the net at 2:28. 30-27. That was Terry who just got his shot blocked on the counter move. Yeah, Dostal had a save. There was a big rebound. Backhander got blocked by the Ducks. And then Terry made a good stick handling move in the near circle, and then his shot got immediately blocked off the stick of White Cloud. 30-27 shots on goal, Vegas. Yep, hot potato in the third for sure. I'll catch up on the comments later. All right. Dumped in by Hurdle to the far corner. Picked up by Lacombe. Sent up the far boards. Vegas tried to keep it in. Countered by Lacombe into the ozone. Far circle shot. Save. Rebound behind the net. Theodore can't get it. McNabb. Now Hurdle. Hurdle knocked down, and he loses the puck. A battle for the puck. Puck comes loose to the near boards. Trouba is there. Shot is blocked behind the net. Under 2 minutes remaining. Back to Trouba. Shot blocked into the near boards. And finally cleared to center ice by the Knights. Lacombe picks it up in the far circle. Under a minute and a half to go. Ducks finish a change. They dump it in. White Cloud taps it to the far corner. They finally get it out, and the Ducks control again. Ducks send it up the near boards. Pass to the near circle. Shot high off the glass and out. And up ahead, shot and a big save by Dostal off the shot by Barbashev on a 1-on-2 situation. Eichel has it at the red line. He dumps it in. Actually, it was on net. Under 40 seconds to go. 31-28 shots on goal. Ducks into the near circle. Killorn sends it to the slot. Just outside the crease. Killorn knocks it behind the net. Back to the blue line and out. Ducks couldn't keep it in. Under 20. Trouba has it. He passes it. Sent up and dumped in Schmid plays it to the far corner. Far boards. Knights have it. This will probably do it. 3, 2, 1. They couldn't get a shot on net. 31-29. We have played 60. Tied at 3. And we head to overtime. Free hockey. 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. No goal. We go to, it's sudden death overtime. If we have no goal, we go to a shootout. Man, bro. Another game to overtime, I believe. Yeah. Oh. You're right. Stars tied it up. Hintz with his 5th. 16:52 of the third. They still have 3:07 at a whistle to go. So you're right. The Stars did tie it up. Sin City going to win in the Sin Bin tonight. Yeah, go Knights, says the Life Loop. Nice handle. Extra puck time. Yep. Free hockey. So, yeah, Stars and Flames knotted up at 2. Thanks to Hintz at 16:53. Robertson at 6:44. Yeah. Oh, Farabee had a goal at 1:50. It was 1-0 Calgary through 2. And then 3 goals in the third and no goals in the second. 2 power play goals for the Flames. Go Ducks, says Sarkis Chaloyanen. Apologies. Sark is Chaloyan? I don't know. Go Vegas, says Ria Shania. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube does the handles instead of the channel name, but it's just something they're doing. They say I'm live, although I have my doubts. All right, well, whatever. Oh, sorry, the game is blocked out. Come on, Eichel, says Ria. Thanks for joining me. That stinks. Well, sorry about the blackout. Yeah, I get it black. I get the Hawks blacked out. All right, and the Stars actually head to the power play with 2:26 to go. So they have a chance to win it in regulation. All right, we're just about set for overtime. Yeah, I might be a little behind. I'm trying to make sure we're live, but I have a feeling we're behind now. Lacombe, Carlson, and Terry for the Ducks. Looks like Barbashev, Eichel, and Theodore for the Knights. Under 4:50 to go in overtime. Eichel in the near corner, battling with Lacombe. Behind the duck net. Lacombe sends it. I think Terry got it out of there. They have it in the near. Carlson with the puck to the slot, far circle. Center to Carlson. Lacombe into the boards. Near circle. Shot. Oh, that pass was a great pass, but mistimed on the shot. 3-on-3. Far circle shot. Might have broke his stick. Under 4:06 or under 4:05 now to go. Pass controlled. Both teams got some changes. Tipped in by the Ducks. Kept in at the blue line. Shot. Gauthier. Big rebound. They get it to Eichel. But it's stolen by the Ducks into the slot. Tipped away. Kept in at the blue line. 3:45 to go. And finally, Marner sends it to Theodore. Theodore behind the net to Marner. 31-30 shots on goal. Red line pass. Cleared down the length of the ice. Played off the far boards by the goalie, Dostal. Seneca lost the puck. Hurdle has it. Line change for the Ducks. Hurdle loses the puck in the near boards. And Killorn sends it behind the Ducks net. Back to Killorn. Near circle. Cross ice pass. Far boards. Over the blue line. Shot. Blocked behind the net. Killorn sends it back to the blue line. And the Ducks peel it back into their own end. Lacombe has it. They get a couple forwards changed, or at least one. And skated in. Carlson in the far circle. Into the slot. And was that off the post? Yeah, no goal. Wow. A rocket off the post, I think by Terry. That might have hit the crossbar. I'm not sure. Trouba with it. 2:22 in overtime. Carlson at the blue line. Lacombe in the near circle. Behind the net. To the far corner. To the far circle. Carlson with it again. To Lacombe. Near circle. Spin move. Oh, tried a backhander. Knights going the other way. They got a 2-on-1 if they hustle. Near circle shot, glove saved by Dostal. He sends it to the red line. Picked up by Carlson. Cross ice pass shot wide by Terry. That should have been the game winner. And the Ducks trying to get a line change, at least one player. They get it back to Trouba. Shot saved by Schmid into the far boards as we approach a minute and a half to go in overtime. Far circle, centering pass knocked into the near boards and out. Trouba sends it across. Ducks trying to get a change. Knights pick it off and dump it into the near boards, and the Knights head off for a change. 1:11 to go in overtime. 32-31 shots on goal, Knights. Shot from the slot on a rebound and a goal. The Ducks win it. 4-3 is your final. From the slot area, I got to see the replay. Not exactly sure how that happened. All of a sudden, the puck was loose, and right in the slot near the far circle, looks like it might have been Gauthier on the winner. Yeah, his 13th on a wrister, as of now, unassisted. 32-32 shots on goal. And the Ducks get the overtime win. Wow. After being down 2-0 and 3-2 in the game. Okay, Gauthier. Sorry, guys. I've been saying the Ducks guy wrong. Apologies. Gauthier. Marner lost the puck behind the net. That was it. That's why Schmid got surprised by it. Marner just had the puck behind the net. Marner was like, I don't know if he was trying to pass it or what, but it ended up being a perfect pass to Gauthier. Maybe he was passing to Eichel. I mean, they don't even know. This is the Ducks, guys. Gauthier just sent it along the ice, didn't even lift it, and it beat Schmid glove side, and it just caught him off guard because Marner just choked the puck away. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That's not Schmid's fault. Yeah, it was an exciting game. Another overtime. At least we didn't go to shootout. Thanks for being here. Please hit like and subscribe before you head on out. It will help with YouTube recommending the channel and helping grow the channel. Thanks to everybody who already has. I appreciate you all. Thanks for the chat. We will catch up on the chat before I head out. Thanks, everybody. Just putting the final in the chat. All right, let's see if they still don't have here's the goal visualizer. You'll see 93 Marner just cough up the puck from the side of the net and picked up, and Gauthier just buries it. And he got beat glove side, low, just inside. I mean, it wasn't. Schmid just totally got caught off guard. So it's unassisted, yeah, because Marner was the last to touch it at 3:57 of overtime. And now they say 33-32 shots on goal. All right, let's catch up on the chat before I head out of here. Random bet on Ducks. Am I cooked? Well, I didn't see it, but now I do. You're not. Who will win? Well, either team. It was really flip a coin at this point. It was pretty evenly matched all game. It's a 50, exactly 50-50. Thanks, Cruz. Who got advantage with this going to overtime player-wise? It's hard to say. Without looking at the time on ice, I don't think there were any injuries. Come on, Bowman. Let's go Ducks. Anaheim dub. What a great game. Yeah, good crowd showed up. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate. Thanks, Alex, especially. Thanks, Uncommon Truth Shaman. Thanks, everybody else. Anybody new who chatted. Appreciate you all. So we finished Lacombe, the first star, Gauthier, the second, and Dostal, the third. 33-32 Ducks shots. 39-20 Vegas with the draws, or the faceoff wins, 66.1%. 1 for 4 on the power play for Vegas, Anaheim 0 for 2, 19-15 hits Anaheim, 20-14 blocked shots Vegas, 23-16 giveaways Vegas, 8-4 takeaways Anaheim. So Anaheim has they've won the season series already. They won the first game in Vegas 4-3 in overtime. November 8th, and they win game 2 4-3 in overtime in Anaheim. Series and season finale, or series finale on the season series, let's say, February 1st in Anaheim. So big win in the standings for the Ducks. All right, that's going to do it. Hope to see you soon. Here's what I'm streaming over the next 5 days. Appreciate the kind words. You have a good night, too. Thanks, Cruz. That's going to do it. Got to save the voice. Plenty of streams coming up. Actually, let me check in on Stars Flames 4-on-4 in overtime. Interesting. Wait, each team took a penalty? That's weird, right? Well, maybe I'll watch the rest of that one. Is this a Calgary broadcast? Yeah, it must be. How did they get to 4-on-4 in overtime? It is 4-on-4 in overtime. That's odd. All right. I'm going to watch it. Don't have a voice to announce it. I'm going to take the rest of the night off. Take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Have a great weekend. Hope to see you real soon. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you the best. And take care and bye-bye.